Oh my god, it is so hot. Welcome back to my channel. If I look like I'm looking in the middle of this screen, it's because I have front camera on right now and I'm doing a what's in my car / my car essential video. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys an overview of what my car looks like outside. I have a 2015 Chevy Impala. She is a baddie. She's a thick mommy. Her name is Iggy. Yes, we name our cars around here. I don't know what you're on if you do not, but this is Iggy and I love her. If you know me in person, I am obsessed with my vehicle. I bought her with the help of my mother, but I do have my name on this vehicle. This is the first car I've ever had my name on. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys an overview of what the outside looks like. And just a disclaimer, you already know I'm not like look at my 2015. Like, no, this car is nothing crazy special, but I'm not bragging at all. I'm very grateful and thankful for this vehicle, so please don't come at me. I love watching these, so I wanted to make one for my own, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So here is Iggy Boo. She's a baddie. She has some chrome. She's a thick mommy, like I said. So this is what she looks like from the side, and then this is the front of my vehicle. Go ahead and block out that license plate. Bitch, is you blind? But I love the front of my car because of the indents I have in my hood. I just think it makes her look even more like a bad bitch. So we just love to see it. And here is the side. You have the Impala mark. We got some more chrome.
Okay, what's going on here? Why is everything chrome?
You have the Impala symbol. Back, I have my bow ties blacked out. A lot of people with Chevys do that. And then you got the LTZ mark. So if you guys aren't familiar with how cars work, LTZ just means you have some extra things in the vehicle, like heated and cooled seats and whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead, open the back, because the back is not very exciting. So I really like the back of my vehicle because it's very spacious. We have some nice little speakers over here. I just cleaned her out today specifically for this video. So on the sides of each of my doors, we have obviously the window, up and down thing. And when you actually get in the back of the vehicle, I have two vents right here. Under the vents, there's a plug-in, which I actually am very glad that I have, because if my friends need to charge their phone, they can. Here in the middle, I have a pull-down cup holder with two cup holders in them. This space is really nice to set your stuff on, and these cup holders are nothing special. They're not heated or cooled or anything, but yeah, I really like that that pulls down. It's very, very spacious. Back here, you can see the front from this view, and yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Now we're gonna go ahead and climb in the front, if I can open my car. So clearly nothing special. Again, I just have a couple more different controls up here, because obviously I'm the driver.
Let me drive the boat.
So I can adjust my side view mirrors if I need to. I have all of the controls for each window here, and then I have my child lock with a creepy looking child. Like, what is that? That's an alien. And then I just have my lock and unlock, and then I have this really, really awesome, and I mean seriously guys, so spacious right here, a little umbrella holder. This normally gets filled with mask, hand sanitizer, or Starbucks straws. So I just have my little mask tucked in there because, you know, we need that. So sitting in my vehicle, you guys can see she's lighting up. She's doing something special. She's showing off for you guys. I have a pretty spacious area here to drive. I hate when cars don't have an extra little thing right here, because then I can't put my hand down here when driving. Like this video if you agree or you're the same way. So right here on the side, again, the panels that I just showed you guys, if you come over here, I have my park. So this is like my emergency brake kind of thing. And then right here, I have a light adjuster right here. And this just shows me how bright I can make my inside console's color, basically. My trunk, this is my parking alerts. I don't really know what to call it. It's like an alert. If I get too close and too fast to the person in front of me, then this will light up. And then this right here, if I push this right here, it will tell me whether or not I'm crossing in between between the lines and it makes my car beep. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn her on because I'm literally sweating. So this is my push start. I literally love having a push start because I don't even know where my keys are, but if it starts, I know my keys are in my car somewhere. So I go ahead and just push this. And here are all my little fun things lighting up. Here is my Bluetooth. So I'm gonna go ahead and just talk about the things I've added in my front dash here. So on my push start, I added a bedazzled little, what am I trying to say, circle, I guess. And I have them on 2 of my volume/menu consoles, and I also have it on my push start button. I got those from Amazon, so I'm definitely gonna link those down below because I'm just very extra and I love those. So then here on my steering wheel, I have my, what is that called? When you like push it and it keeps your speed control? Cruise control, that's what it is. I have my cruise control right here. I have my heated steering wheel, so if I push that on, it heats up the whole leather here of my steering wheel. We're not gonna do that because it's really hot outside and it's even hotter in this car. So other than that, I have the talking controls, so if someone calls in my vehicle, I have control of whether I can hang up on them or not. Then here, when I push these arrows, if you guys can see, that is what controls up here in my vehicle. So it shows me my fuel range, my fuel economy, my oil life, which is very low. Oops. My tire pressures, average speed, a whole bunch of fun stuff. So I obviously just always keep it on my speed so that I don't have to try to figure out what it is over here. I like having it digitally right there. So on the side here, we just have the typical little light switch for your headlights. I have my windshield wipers right here. And if you guys haven't noticed yet, I have a fun little picture of my honey bun. Let's see. There he is. What a cutie pie. Okay, so that's just chilling right there. And then I have my, obviously what my gas is at, my coolant. So now we just have the speedometer. Pretty simple. My car does have leather. I don't know if I mentioned that or obviously if you didn't see it, but what I really love about my consoles up here is that all of the accents are blue. And if you notice here on my stitching, I have blue stitching on my leather seat. So that is just a bougie little touch that Iggy has and I absolutely love it. We have the typical buttons. I have my OnStar, my different door lights. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry guys, this is actually really hard to film. So right now they're just set on the basic. If we look right here, I have my sun/moon roof. So I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, yeah, so it opened. My phone literally died, so I had to go charge and come back. But that opens all the way up, all the way to back there. So now what I'm gonna talk about is all these different buttons because this is kind of the cool part of what an LTZ is. So here we have the temperature controls, and if you guys notice, and if you guys look here, you can actually click low, or not click, but you can turn this and it can change my temperature setting, but it will not change this one. So if you are in my passenger seat, you can change your temperature setting to whatever pleases you and it won't affect unless I hit the sync button, then I can change both of them. So that's really cool. It's something I love about this vehicle. My friends love it. They love having their own temperature. This right here obviously is the AC button. You guys can probably hear it a little bit. I'm so sorry, but I am dying in here. It's 83 degrees if you can't tell, and I'm sure it's even hotter in the car. So right here you hit this and it starts pushing the air out to the back. So those little vents that I showed you guys in the beginning of the video in the back seat, it starts pushing out to those. The next thing is just the power to the whole AC system. We have the different settings, and then you have the defrost on the mirrors. So up here we just have the radio controls. I don't normally touch these because I control pretty much everything that I'm doing from here. And also on the back of my steering wheel right here, you guys can't see it right now, but there is a couple switches as well as switches on this side. This side controls the volume and this side controls skipping of the songs, and it works with Bluetooth or if you're plugged in with the aux. So that's dope. I love using that. Okay, so down here we just have my normal console. Obviously we have the cup holders, but the fun amazing thing I love about these cup holders is that they are heated as well as cooled. So I love that about my cup holders because it actually comes in handy. Right here I just have my sunglasses. Got these from Target, so you know, love Target sunglasses. This little thing comes down, but I normally don't keep it down because I need to put my sunglasses there. And there's another charging port right here, but I don't use that because all of my chargers and everything I need is in my middle / center console, and I'm gonna get there in a second. We just got the typical Germex right here. Like, what is a Corona cartour without some Germex? So that's always vibing out. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the heated and cooled seats. So the cooled seats, you guys might hear it humming in the background, are literally amazing. I cannot express enough how nice that is in the summer, and you can change the levels of it. So that is on 3, 2, and 1, and you can do that as well with the heated seats, and those are on both sides of the driver and passenger seat. Pretty self-explanatory. So now that you've pretty much looked at all of my fun buttons and whatnot, I want to get into what's in my center console because that's what everybody's favorite part of these videos normally are. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive into what I keep in here, and I'm gonna find a little spot for you guys to chill out at, and I'm gonna show you what I keep in my essential part of my vehicle. Alright, now I'm going to open up the consoles. I'm going to show you after like what it directly looks like, but first I'm just going to pull everything out and show you guys what's vibing out in here. So the first two things I want to grab are my lotion. It is always an essential to have lotion in your car. The first one I have is kind of just for body. So if I'm ever in the vehicle and I absolutely need, like, my legs are looking crusty, I need something on my arms, I'm just going to grab this Jergens Ultra Healing. It's just very typical body lotion. But what I really like to use on my hands in the car, because we're putting so much hand sanitizer on our hands now, obviously more so now. So I love having the Bath & Body Works Hyaluronic Acid Water hand cream in here. And shout out to my bestie boo Alexa for buying this for me for, I think it was my Christmas she got this for me. It's running out soon, which is very tragic, but this is $5. Kind of pricey for a hand cream, but also it's Bath & Body Works. Hyaluronic acid, if you didn't know, is so moisturizing on your skin. So that is always vibing out in the console without a doubt. The next two things that I always will have in here is my car chapsticks. I have a purse chapstick, I have a desk chapstick, I have a backpack chapstick, and I have 2 car chapsticks. The first one is just the Burt's Bees Coconut and Pear. This is honestly probably the most disgusting flavor of Burt's Bees you could ever have. I don't know why, but I just hate the way this taste. So I don't know, it's just not my favorite, but it's in here, and if I need it, a girlfriend needs it, whatever. But then I have my OG Palmer's coconut chapstick in here, and it has SPF 15, so that's good. You know what, bomb.com, typical. The next thing I have in my console is a little spoolie. So I use this when I have eyelash extensions or I just need to brush my eyelashes. If you guys can't tell by now, I normally always have eyelash extensions on. I have some on right now, but they look a little tragic because they need filled. But because I have eyelash extensions, I always keep a spoolie in here so that I can brush them out when need be. And then the next thing I have is just the stupid little thing you need for your aux cord. I don't always use my aux because I can play music through my charger as well as my Bluetooth in my car. So I don't always have my aux on, but if I do, I need this. The next thing I have is in the deeper part of my console, which again, guys, I will show you just an overview of the console here in a second. But the next thing I have is these bomb little smelly goods that I actually just got yesterday. So this is a 2-pack of the Enviro Scent Auto 6. So this is a seaside coconut, and seriously, guys, it smells bomb. I have one hanging up right now, and I'll just go ahead and show you here in a second. But I actually get these at Dollar General. If you're not going to the dollar stores to get your car scents, I don't know what you're doing, because Target and Walmart overprice that stuff so high. So I stopped going there for that. The next 2 things I have in here, I don't particularly like purposely put these in here, but I get them from the car wash. So they're just lemon scented moist wipes, and these ones actually are antibacterial. I didn't know they were until I looked at the back, but they are antibacterial. So this is obviously good to have because of Corona, but also because if you spill something in your car. I get a lot of coffee, and I always have a lot of girlfriends in my car getting some coffee in the morning. So because of that, I know that stuff gets all over the place whether they mean to or not. So it's good to have some sort of cleansing wipes, napkins, whatever, you need that in your car. The next car essential you need in your console is a spare Starbucks or coffee straw. If you guys don't drink coffee like me, don't worry about it, but I know that sometimes when I'm in a rush or the Starbucks workers are in a rush, they will forget my straw and I don't always remember to ask them. So I keep an extra grande straw in here because I have a problem with coffee, and so I need this. The next thing vibing out in my console is not gum, but the little change holder thing, and I keep spare ones in here. So I don't know why these are so perfect to hold your change in, but this is just something I keep my extra spare change in if I need to pay a parking meter, whatever it may be. I have this in here and it's always good to have one of those. The next thing I have is just a charging port. I have USBs in my console and I'll show you like a close-up of what's going on in here in a second, but I like to keep this in here because the way my car works is if you plug in your phone to the charger port, you now have to play music. But if I have this plugged into just one of the USB plugins, you don't have to play music when your phone's charging. So if a friend wants to charge their phone but they don't want to play music, I can just tell them to switch to this one instead of the actual USB port. So if your car has that problem, that may be what it is. Okay, so after I have my chargers, basically I just have some extra cords, so that's pretty much it that vibes out in my console. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw everything back in here, and then I'm just gonna show you guys a little overview of what's in here. So here's pretty much everything that I talked about in the front part. I have my lotions, my chapsticks, just the essentials. And down here it looks a little messy, but it's just the wet wipes and all of that. It's a pretty deep console, so after I close it, it just vibes out here. So in the front part of my car with my sunglasses, I do keep a scrunchie. I moved it originally in the beginning of the video, but I keep a scrunchie there for decorative purposes and also because I just can't go wrong with having a scrunchie. At the top here, I have a Yankee Candle Pink Sands, and this is that little scentsy thing I was talking about a couple minutes ago. Smells literally so good. And then I also have a Hawaiian tropical scent Refresh Your Car right there, and that's pretty much it. Obviously you have the passenger side. I'm not gonna go too in depth on the passenger side. You have glove box, there's a lot of important stuff in there, so I'm not gonna pull it down. Okay guys, so that is pretty much all for my car tour. I think the last thing I'm gonna go ahead and show you is where I keep my keys slash what I keep them on. Basically I just have a key fob. I don't have like an actual key because as you saw, this is a push start vehicle, and then I just keep all my cards and everything on this Coach little wristlet thing. I bought this from a girl I went to school with, so it was used. I got it for like $20, but it does the job. It holds my cards in the back. And then on my keychains, I'm a very minimal keychain person, but I still want it to be really cute and aesthetically pleasing. So on my keychain, I just have this little marble looking A. I have my Planet Fitness card, and then I have my house keys. So that is pretty much all that's vibing out on my keychain. So thank you so much for watching my car tour. I love watching these videos. I love doing them now. Definitely give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. If you guys have any ideas of what you want to see next, definitely let me know. And thank you for coming to my channel. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're safe and healthy, and I'll see you guys in my next video.